it's me. I hadn't been on here live in forever. So sorry. Life is crazy. That's the way it is. When you have your mother lives with you, you have a full-time job, and you have Younique on the side to do as well, which is pretty much a full-time job too. So, yeah, it is. It's, whew. And I have some new hair. I think I'm going to do a new tutorial on this soon, this new hair. I'm going to have it cut next weekend. I think it's just a little bit too long because it comes way, way, way down. Further than the other ones that I've been wearing. But this is not a secret extension. This is called the Hoop, and you can get it at Ulta. And it's made just like the secret extensions. Secret extensions are evidently no more. I ordered one. And I'm very disappointed that I'm never going to get it because evidently they've gone out of business and their website is not there anymore. Their email doesn't work. Their phones don't work. So I guess I'm just out that money. But you can find these. I actually kind of like these a little better. They're better made. I think it probably was around $80 for this piece here. So, but it looks just like my hair. My hairdresser's wonderful. She knows exactly how to color my hair to get it the right. She's a magician with color. So, and hey, every day is an adventure. You know me. I got my coffee. So y'all leave comments or any kind of questions you may have about what I'm doing as we're going along. I hope this doesn't freeze like it has before. Hey Cole, I'm back, girl. I've been gone a long time, right? Mm. Well, I hadn't been gone. I've been posting. I just hadn't been live. That's what it is. Okay, so this month with Younique, we have something called a Kudos. We have one every month. So if you're watching this, oh, I've missed you too. Good morning, Rainy. Hey, girls. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Lisa. Was it I'm Crunk 40? Hey, I'm Crunk 40. That's the cool name. But my nose is running this morning. I'm sorry. It's because I'm drinking this coffee. That's what it is. And Marky's walking around. Y'all can tell him hello. He won't hear you, but I'll tell him you said hello, okay? All right, so this month's Kudos, if you're watching this, this is May of 2018. So if it's not May of 2018 when you see this, then you know, this is not the Kudos that's going on for you right now. It'll be something totally different. But right now, this Kudos is focusing on all our addiction palettes, lip stains, and you get an eyeliner brush, which I've already ordered mine, so I haven't gotten it yet. But I have every addiction palette. And I'm going to show you, the one I'm going to use today, though, is Addiction Palette 1. And I've had this, literally, this is, when they first came out, I've had this since they first came out. So this palette is about 2 years old. Yes, I have used all of this color here, Elated. So we're going to substitute a color of a pressed powder for this color today, which is very close to Elated. And you can't tell, but these have little grooves all in them where I have really used a lot of this product. Maybe the darker color you can tell, so I've been digging in these. So I ordered Addiction Palette 1 simply because I've had this one so long and a shelf life, I'm thinking maybe I need to get a new one. So I did. This is the one I ordered or reordered. And the other colors we have, Addiction Palette 2 would be more of your taupes, your grays, and some browns. Very pretty. And I'm going to be showcasing these all month long on on my regular Facebook page. This is Addiction Palette 3, all purples. And it has some little shimmer colors in it. This is what's so beautiful about these, is that you don't have to think about what colors go together. They just go together. And you can create 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors. You can use every color in this palette if you want to on your eye. They're all blendable together. This is Addiction Palette 4. Now, this is my second favorite. I love, love, love Addiction Palette 4. This is one of my faves. You can tell I use it a lot, too. This one right here has been probably used and abused, that brown color called Brave. You can't even read the word anymore because I've used it so much. And then Addiction Palette 5. Don't let it scare you. It is beautiful. It has a lot of shimmer. But these colors have a lot of shimmer, but they go on very light and very blendable. This goes on totally different than any other eyeshadow in any of these addiction palettes. These actually glide on. It almost is like seamless when you use these. I mean, they are really highly pigmented, yes, and they do have a shimmer, see? So they're really, really pretty. And I'm going to do an eye look on this one. And then we have a special edition palette which came out for, I think it was New Year's this past year. And this one is totally different. This is what we call a glitter palette. Good morning. This is what we call a glitter palette. Um, and a lot of these colors from this point over, all of these have a black base. You can tell they're very dark. So when you go to put these on, you really need to have like a splurge cream shadow on your lid before applying these. And there is a kind of a special technique to applying these particular colors here. If you go to swipe them on, it's going to bring out the more dark color in it. So you really need to just dab them on. But if you pick out a splurge cream shadow that's close to the shade of these, that's what you want to use as a base before you apply these colors over it. Does that make sense? It's a little different kind of palette. It was a special edition, but they have included it in this Kudos this month. So, and of course, all the lip stains. Now, make sure if you've never used a lip stain before, you really need to exfoliate your lips first, which is what I'm about to do before I get started on these eyeballs of mine. So let's do some exfoliating. He was looking through the YouTube the other day and saw your video, and I was hooked and watching you, and I'm using her. Oh, awesome. So what color are you? I'm blue and almost hitting green. I've been so close to green for the last, I don't know, 4 months, I guess. But it'll come, it'll come. But that's not really what's important to me. What's important to me is that us ladies who are older learn how to do our faces as we age. So you're white? Okay, well girl, you got a long ways to go and you're going to enjoy the ride. You really are. It's a fabulous, Younique is wonderful. Younique has been wonderful to me. I've won the trip to Cancun. I probably won't get to go simply because of my work. It's just not going to allow me to go to convention and turn around and do that. So I wish I could give it to somebody because I mean, somebody needs to enjoy that trip, even if I can't. So, yeah. Tell her, Randy, we are all, see, girl, you're in a group now that we all love each other. We do. We are all buddies. A lot of us have never met. A lot of you are Facebook friends with me, and like Randy and I are good buddies. You'll take it. Well, I was just so surprised to have won it. We have through the end of June to still get points and stuff. But I really wish I could give it to somebody because I know I won't be able to go. You do have to pay your way there, but it's all inclusive for two people to go. I don't know. I might get to. Y'all cheer me on. Maybe something will happen. Maybe something will happen there, okay? All right, so what we've got to do first, since now I've exfoliated and got my lips ready, so when I'm going to do my lip stain, we will be ready. My lips will be ready. My lips and me will be ready. Okay. Got to have primer. If you're going to order the Kudos, I would recommend getting the primer. I don't know why they wouldn't have included the primer with it, but it's all about lips and eyes this month. Absolutely, it's all about lips and eyes. So let's do some primer. This is Younique's primer. It is a flesh color. It goes on fabulously. I do set it with a little bit of It's by Pores. And so it's very, very tiny bit. Wait, my mirror's not right. I can't see today. I'm hoping this doesn't freeze on us. I know the last few times I've been on here, it did. And I got so frustrated, I said I wasn't going to do it for a while, and I didn't. So I've been basically sharing most of my lives on here that I do for you. And so some of you watch is a repeat for you. It absolutely is. But I do love YouTube. YouTube has brought me so many friends like Renee and Lori. I couldn't even Deanne. I mean, there's just so many of you that watch me on my regular Facebook. And I am diligently on Facebook pretty much every day of the week. And one night. One night a week. So you have to have the night for people who can't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch me. Okay, now let's take some It's by Pores. I love this stuff. It's a translucent powder. You can get it at Ulta. See, it's a powder. And I very, very sparingly with this. Don't use a lot of it. It's more like a light dusting. It's not like caking it on there at all. I mean, you're not going to even literally have to brush it off. It's going to be that light. You see I'm tapping that much. And then basically I'll just do it across my hand too to get most of it off. Because all you're doing is light. And it will set it. Because the eye primer is very tacky. And if you're not going to set it with something, then you're going to have to let it dry before you go to put anything on your eyes. Because if it's still tacky, that whatever color you go to put on it is gonna grab that color, and it's gonna be a heavy, heavy color right there. So make sure that you set it with something. Set it with something now. I love my It's 5x4s, and I use that religiously. I used to use it under my eyes and everywhere, but I don't do that anymore. I just can't. Crepey, you know, bags and everything else. You know, I just can't do it. And you probably like me too. I do set my under eyes. I do use concealer, but I do set my under eyes with our Behold setting spray. This right here. How do you get a YouTube channel? Does it cost anything? No, it doesn't cost a dime to get on YouTube. You just have to create you a channel. I absolutely just started a YouTube channel just to save videos somewhere. I was doing a lot of Younique parties, you know, online parties as we call it, and what they're called makeup 101 or whatever classrooms now. They don't really like to call them parties anymore, but basically that's what they are. Is to help someone else uh, gain some makeup for free, possibly free and half price makeup. So, but you go on and you do lots of tutorials and for the people that in the group, and that whoever is your hostess invites their own friends, and then we just have a makeup party. So with tips and tricks all through it. So basically, I was saving them to YouTube, and that's how YouTube began, because I had nowhere else to save them, and I needed to be able to access them. So that was the whole point of my YouTube-ness here. But it really turned into something else. It really has. It's brought me lots and lots of new friends and customers, and basically customers who are great friends. So that's basically what I have now. So here we go. This is our wonderful palette. And I am missing elated. So I hate that, but I am missing elated. That means it was a good color for me. Basically what elated was my base for about every eye color I did back then. I just loved it. But this color right here, Timid, it's very, very, very close to elated. And so I'm going to use that this morning. Now, a lot of times I will use a pressed powder. For those of you that follow me a lot, you know I love my velour pressed powder. I'm not going to use this today. I'm stepping out of my box for once. You know me, I try anything. If I can accomplish that cut crease the other night, I can accomplish anything, I think. That was a little scary for me. But I love this brush right here. I love this is a contour side. This is a contour, and this is the powder side. Now, this is a Younique brush, and it is one of my favorite brushes. So I know It's Cosmetics makes one like this, but this is Younique's, and I just absolutely love this brush. It does a lot. You can put on foundation with it. It's a fabulous one. So if you need a good brush, one you can use for contouring too, this is it. But I'm going to use it now for eyeshadow. So I take a little bit of Timid, just a little bit of Timid, and we're going to add it. I'm going to add it. See, I have very close set eyes, so you have to determine what your kind of eye shape is. I'm hooded, as you can see, and it's downward turned also. So if you've got a hooded eye, then this will be a good tutorial for you. You can learn to place colors based on your eye shape, and you probably realize what eye shape you have, maybe not. But hooded eye simply means you're most likely born with it, or you acquire it as you age. Things go south. I was born with it, so I was kind of sort of born with it. My dad's eyes are hooded, but I've always had like more space here and less space here, and my line is way down here. So, but I have learned to create and do with, the eyes that I have. Now, I wasn't always doing it the right way, especially when I was younger. I go back and I look at pictures of myself, and I'm like, what was I thinking? Because you couldn't even see. I mean, I just did it all wrong. I was doing it all wrong. And when I joined Younique, I started following a lot of makeup artists on YouTube and just training myself about techniques, and especially for us older ladies, So this right here, though, it would be close to elated. That's in this palette that I'm just not going to use. Now we're going to move into this. Now, this does have shimmers. This does have, I hate that shiny, but this does have a shimmers like this azaleas down here. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's more like a satin. This one here is a matte, which I'm going to use, and chipper is a matte also. And then you've got Swanky, which I think Swanky's the color I'm going to use. What do y'all think? Should I use Swanky or Brassy? They're both very shiny. You know, I would use them on my lid somewhere. And then sincere is also has a little glitter, but it's not quite like these two. These have a little more. And then of course, elated, which you don't see, is a matte, which is what I just kind of. But elated it looks a lot like this, the color that I just used from Timid right here, right there. So love me some Timid. So let's do chipper first. I want to use chipper. You will need a transition color. And this is just going to be a really, really basic eye. It's not going to be hard at all. It's just going to be a little bit of, hey, we're going to get some color on our eye. This is our Saturday kind of look. You could take this into a night look if you wanted to. But I just want to be real basic with it. Now, I always start my eyes. I look straight on into my mirror, but then you want to tilt your head back and look down. So you really need to tilt your mirror just a little bit. I have a lighted mirror right here down below my phone. So I love to use this big fluffy brush. And if you don't have a big fluffy blending brush, this is Younique's. You could use something. We have a deluxe brush here. This is what I had before they came out with this one. And this is also a great one too. You can use this to do the same technique. You're just going to have to, work a little bit longer to get it to do, because this covers a lot of space where this one will not, but they're both blendable. You can use this to blend as well. So I need to do a tutorial about brushes, because a lot of people don't know about brushes either. But basically when I start my eye, let me just show you this. If I just stick strictly in the crease of my eye, because I am hooded, you are not going to see this color. And this is what I want to show you. You're going to look up and you can't even see the color I just put on. That's how you know you have a hooded eye. See, I can close my eyes and you can see it. But we don't walk around with our eyes closed. We would walk into walls and doors. We wouldn't be able to drive. So you have to look down, and you're going to see that there's my natural crease. It's way down here. It's way down here. I've got to bring this color up more so that you can see it. So let's get a little more chipper. And chipper is such a pretty color. It's one of my favorites. Now if you have any of these palettes, you can use colors from each one to create your own kind of palette. You know what I'm saying? You could take chipper, and chipper could be one of your transition colors, and you could hop on over to Addiction Palette 3 and grab some colors out of that you like. It's the same concept with these right here. You pick and choose what you want. Now this is not all of our colors. I think I have all of our colors now. It's like 36 different colors in our new pressed powder shadows. And I got me a Z palette, but I need a bigger one. That Z palette's not big enough for all my colors. Oh, this is going to be pretty. I haven't used chipper in a while. See how pretty chipper is? And it's going to make your eye look really big when you do it like this. See, I'm bringing it up. You can already see the difference. This eye's looking bigger than this eye. And that's the key to makeup. The shadows that you create, light and dark, is all you're basically doing. Anything that you put the darker color will recede, and where you put the light will come forward. So basically, if you want to create a lid, you're going to put light here across there. So this is just going to be a really simple eye. That's why I said it's easy, simple. We are just going to use, I don't know, we're going to use probably 3 colors. This one, and I'm trying to decide which one do y'all think. Sincere is really pretty. That would be a simple daytime eye for Sincere. Or you could use Brassy, either one. The Swanky is a deeper, more golden. When they say this is Brassy, to me, Brassy, I guess Brassy would be kind of a golden color, but this has more a pewter kind of look to me, this color here. So they're all pretty and they all go together. Let's get the other eye. We got to match, right? We got 2 eyes. So I basically do start in the crease, and then you're going to work it up. Work. Do you have a tutorial for a smoky eye? I'd like to do that for rehearsal dinner Friday. Yes, I have some here on YouTube. Look under. I have Rainy. I have a playlist. So look under the playlist that has all the eye tutorials, and you'll see a smoky eye there. And I think I've used a smoky eye with this particular palette, if I'm not mistaken. Some of those that you'll see, Rainy, are old, like from a couple of years ago, but the concepts are still the same. Um, they are still the same. And you just have to pick and choose which one you like. Rainy, my buddy. I wish we could all like meet. Wouldn't it be fun to go somewhere and have everybody come and have a meet and greet? I would be so excited. I wouldn't know what to do, y'all. I wouldn't. I'd be so excited. I can't imagine meeting all of you guys. I talk to you all the time, you know, through this. But it'd be cool, like sitting across the table from you. That would be awesome. Awesome. One day that might happen. You know what? The beach, or wouldn't a cruise be fabulous? Then you're all on the same boat together. That would be fun. I would get so excited. Oh, I'd be jumping up and down, girls. I would. But think about it. We wouldn't even have to worry about cooking or nothing on a cruise ship. A cruise ship would be like, here we are. We're all together, and just we could do excursions, whatever. Oh, that would be so much fun. Ladies' night. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. I got that stuck in my brain now. Now, see what I've created? I've created a little drama, without much effort at all on my eyes. So I'm still trying to decide which color to use. I think, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I may, let's just use brassy. Let me find a brush here. Now, for this, I would recommend using a shader liner brush, the shader side, because it is smaller and it's better to work for your lid. It's a more flat brush too, and remember, pat is your friend when you're dealing with shimmer colors, so be real careful. Hola, hi, hola. I can't say your name. Is it Shobel? Shohel? Shobel? I don't know. I'm not good at pronouncing names. I've learned that about myself. But sincere is really, really pretty. But I think we're going to go with brassy. I just want a little bit of color here for this Drama Mama eye. Drama Mama. And so make sure that you pat this on. It's like I tell my girls on Facebook, like Rainey knows. It's, if you go to swiping this like you're 20 years old, every skin cell that you have on your eye is going to show, and you're not going to like it. You're not. You need to pat a shimmer color on. Pat it, pat it, pat it. Hey, Miss Cindy, good morning. Some of you, it may be nighttime. I don't know. I know, like in Australia, it is nighttime for sure. So my buddy, Pat is your friend. Yes, sirree. Or dab, pat, whichever one you want to do. So this would be our basic eye. This would be a basic eye, and especially if you want a nice lid and color. So this would be where I would stop. This would be a great look for work because it's very neutral. And then when you say your husband calls you and he says, honey, I want to take you out to eat after work. And you get home and you go, and he's like, well, I'm going to take you to this really fine dining restaurant. Then you could come back. Good morning, lovely. Hey, Misty. You could come back and grab some more colors out of this because guess what? They all go together. So you could come in and add you some Forthright, or you could go with Zellius. So Zellius has a little bit of satin to it. So you could put that in the corner and bring it underneath and make you a nice smoky eye. So Rainy, these two colors mixed together make a really pretty smoky eye. I've done that before. I think the two, they're so close in color. But if you don't want a true satiny, you can mix it with this Forthright and kind of tone it down a little bit. And then you wouldn't have as much shimmer. And you can actually use it in your corner better. So I've done that many times too. Let's do this right here, though. I think I'm going to use Sincere also, but I'm going to use Sincere in the corner. Just basic. I'm going to bring this up right here. Just to me, remember, we put, I didn't use Elated. I used Timid. Love the palette one. Can't decide this or number two. Well, what colors do you wear the most? Oh, no, I've frozen. Don't do this to me. Every time I get on here, it freezes. Is it frozen? Y'all tell me. Ah, I hate it. I don't know what to do now. Oh, goodness. Every time I do this, it does this. I may have to pop off and get back on and say part one, yeah, it's frozen. But you're not frozen, Rainy. No, every time I do lives, this is what it does now. Oh, I hate it. This is how come I haven't been doing lives on YouTube. Well, I will try to pop back off and pop back on. So give me just a few minutes and I will do that. Okay? Is that okay? And we'll just start. I'll just do part one, part two. That's all I can do. So let me get off and then I'll pop back on.